If you use crypto, if you sign transactions, if you run a DAO, you need to hate this. In 2025, crypto theft crossed roughly $3.4 billion. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of it wasn't broken blockchain. It was broken human decision making inside bad interfaces. Today, I'll show you why Web3 security is failing and the 3 fixes that actually work. Intent-based interfaces, a digital two-man rule, and psychological. In 1884, a man named Michael Marks set up a stall in Leeds and put up a sign, "Don't ask the price, it's a penny." Before that, shopping was friction, negotiation, a clerk, and a counter. Marx removed the friction and it changed retail forever. But removing friction comes with a price, because the moment you remove the clerk behind the counter, you rely entirely on the honesty and the confidence of the customer. Now look at today, December 26, 2025. We've done the exact same thing with money. Web3, DeFi, wallets, it's the ultimate self-service store. We removed the banks, we removed the middleman, we removed the friction, and we replaced it with a sign button. So here is the promise of this video. By the end, you will understand why wallet drainers, ice fishing, and one-click disasters keep happening. And you will have a simple architecture you can apply whether you are a casual holder, a startup, a DAO, or a Fortune 500. I am a network and security architect. My job for years has been designing systems with one assumption. The network is hostile. We call it zero trust. But Web3 made a fatal assumption. It assumed the user was rational. Retail figured this out over a century. Marks and Spencer didn't just open the doors. They architected the environment around human behavior. They used layout, checkout flow, CCTV, store detectives, and clear signage. Because an open system without guardrails becomes a playground for exploitation. Web3 did the opposite. We built the store, unlocked the doors, and fired the guards. Then we told users, "Congrats, you have self-custody." Translation: you are now the bank manager, the IT support desk, and the security chief with zero training inside a confusing interface and under emotional pressure. This is not freedom, that's liability disguised as empowerment. A quick test. If your wallet popped up a transaction window right now with 6 lines of technical text, would you know confidently what you are authorizing? Most smart people wouldn't. And that's the point. Let me show you how a modern theft actually fails. You see an airdrop claim or a mint or a verification page. You connect your wallet and then the wallet asks you to sign something that looks routine. And here's the trap. Sometimes you are not claiming, you are granting unlimited token allowance, meaning you just give a contract permission to move your assets whenever it wants. And then a wallet drainer does what it was designed to do. It drains. The blockchain didn't fail. The cryptography didn't fail. The interface failed to communicate intent. If a user signs a transaction thinking they are claiming an airdrop, but they are actually authorizing full access, that isn't user error. That is a system design failure. Also, listen to these phrases because they matter in 2025 security. Wallet drainers, ice fishing, unlimited token allowance. These are not niche problems anymore. This is the main threat model. If this is useful, subscribe. Because this channel isn't about fear, it's about architecting security that works with human nature, not against it. Now zoom out to the threat landscape in late 2025. The days of obvious scam emails are fading. We are moving into real-time deception. AI voice cloning, deepfake video, believable avatars, CEO style writing. Picture this. You are in a metaverse meeting. An avatar appears. Looks like your CEO. Sounds like your CEO. Uses your CEO's exact phrases and it says, "Transfer the treasury funds to this wallet." Now it's urgent. It's a security response. Here's the uncomfortable part. Your brain is wired to trust what it sees and hears. Evolution trained you for lions, not digital hallucinations. So when people say, train employees to be a human firewall, delete that phrase. A firewall is a logic gate. It follows rules. Humans are emotion gates. We follow fear, urgency, authority, dopamine, and social pressure. If your security strategy depends on a tired human never making a mistake, you don't have a security strategy. You have a gambling addiction. So fix number 1, intent-based interfaces. Stop showing users low-fidelity technical noise. If I am signing a transaction, don't show me function 0x4f approve. Show me the truth in the plain language. You are granting full spending permission. This can transfer your NFTs. This is what you see is what you sign. Good design forces the brain into slower analytical thinking. Fix number 2, the digital two-man rule. In nuclear silos, one person alone cannot launch a missile. In 2025 and 2026, one identity shouldn't be able to drain a treasury or rotate root keys. We need multi-sig for actions and out-of-band verification. If the CEO asks for a transfer in a VR call, the protocol should require a second approval on a separate channel. The goal is simple: make theft require multiple independent failures. Fix number 3, the psychological safety. This one decides whether you contain an incident in minutes or discover it weeks later. When someone clicks something suspicious, do they think, I need to tell security immediately, or I'm going to get blamed, so I should hide it? Well, if they hide it, you have already lost. The gap between infection and detection is where damage happens. Reward reporting, normalize, I almost got caught. You are fighting AI-driven deception. Don't fight your own team too. Michael Marks built an empire because he understood a timeless rule. When you remove barriers, you must build trust. Web3 removes the barriers. The math is sound, the code is immutable. But the people, they are vulnerable. So don't just audit smart contracts. Audit the interface, audit the permissions, and audit the culture. Because in Web3, if you don't design for human nature will design your downfall. If you want a deeper technical breakdown of intent-based security, I've linked a deep dive resource below. Think like an architect, speak like a leader, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.